Am I the a-hole for walking out of the airport when I saw my husband's mom standing there with her luggage? I, female 30, don't have the best relationship with my husband's mom. Since day one, she tried to make remarks and compare me to her. She then tried to get on my good side and started overly praising everything I do and sometimes even copying me, like the one time she literally dyed her hair purple just like mine, and when everyone pointed out how ridiculous she looked, she actually blamed me and accused me of trying to make a joke out of her. So anyways, my husband and I took 2 weeks off work to go visit some places out of the country. Tourism, in other words. Thing is, I was the one who saved up for it and arranged for the trip. My husband was responsible for booking the tickets. My husband's mom wanted to come along and threw temper tantrums when I said no. She called, texted, sent people to talk to me into letting her come, even threatened to call the police and make some complaints up to get us to stay if she can't come. My husband said we should just take her, but I told him he was wrong to tell her about the trip in the first place. He gave me an ultimatum, said he wouldn't go if she can't come, and I told him I'd gladly call his bluff, which made him take his words back and say, "Fine, I will tell her to stop it because we won't take her." Things got quieter, suspiciously quieter. The day of the trip came and we got to the airport at 2 p.m. My husband was walking ahead of me and was looking left and right like he was looking for someone. I asked him, but he didn't respond. He led me to the waiting area, and first thing I saw was his mom standing there with her luggage. I froze in my spot. I felt a cold wave washing over me and I was fuming inside. She and my husband were hugging. That's when I quietly turned around and started walking towards the exit. My husband followed me while shouting at me to stop. He tried to stop me, but I told him off the harshest way possible. He tried to say I was overreacting and that his mom was there anyway, and I should let it go and not mess the trip up for us. I told him he and his mom could still go and that I was going home. I went home and stopped into my dogs for several minutes. Turned out he booked her a ticket without me knowing. An hour later, he came home yelling and raging about how pathetic and spiteful I was to walk out and go home and ruin the trip last minute. Damn, OP's husband has a lot of audacity. I told him he caused this to happen. He said that I was being so hard on his mom, it's ridiculous. I refused to fly anymore, but he kept berating me, then called my family to tell them that the trip was canceled and that it was because of me. My family said that I shouldn't have ruined it for myself and should have sucked it up and done my best to enjoy. Did I really overreact? OP, what is that one thing that Adele said? Yeah, divorce, babe, divorce. OP needs to get a divorce. She set her boundaries not once, not twice, but the 3 times. Clearly OP's mother-in-law and OP's husband are, mother and son. They both don't know boundaries and they both are gaslighters and manipulators. I feel so bad for OP already. Damn. She just got married and she's having to deal with all these issues. Imagine later in life when she has to have kids and all those things that are going to actually make life extra hard with a husband like this and with a mother-in-law like that. Well, she needs to get a divorce. Am I wrong for heavily limiting my stepdaughter's shower usage? My husband and I got married 3 years ago and now have a 2-month-old daughter. We were best friends for 6 years prior to this. He has a 12-year-old daughter with his ex and she's honestly great. I love everything about that girl outside of her shower usage. So she showers twice a day, once before school and once around 5 p.m. She stays in there for 45 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes every single time. Our hot water is electric and her shower usage has raised our bill to nearly $600 a month for the past 4 months. Whenever I talk to her dad about it, I'm met with, "It's something we have to get used to because I'm not going to tell her she can't shower. She uses all the hot water and considers she showers around dinner time, and the kitchen and sink affects the temperature of the shower. She's constantly screaming out of the bathroom to turn off the kitchen sink when I'm literally trying to cook and need the water to do so. I've told her several times to not use the shower during the hours of 4 p.m., 6 p.m. so I can cook, do dishes, but she always claims to forget or gets extremely pissed off and causes a bunch of tension in the house because she feels gross and needs a shower right that minute. I'm starting to grow resentful because there have been several times I have attempted to bathe our daughter, bathe myself, or do the dishes, and there's been no hot water. My husband also takes 2 showers a day, once before work and once immediately following work. He comes home at 6. He also complains because when he gets home, there's no hot water. but he never says anything to his daughter. But recently, they cut my husband's hour down to half the time he usually had because the company is threatening to go under, so the financial responsibilities have been 80% on my shoulders. I own my own business. It used to be 50-50. I told him that since I'm not paying significantly more than he is, I refuse to pay this much for electric, and him and his daughter both will be limited one shower a day for no more than I don't understand why they need to take a shower twice a day for an hour plus. That's very, maybe something else is going on. Anyways, I told his daughter this as well. Both are calling me controlling and have discarded everything I said and still shower twice a day for 45 minutes plus. So I left and told him to figure out how to pay for everything. I'm currently staying at my mom's with the baby. He says I'm an a-hole because I just left them in trying time, all because I want to control their showering. That's not it at all. They're financially ruining me, and I'm not putting up with it anymore. I literally have maybe $200 a month after I pay all the bills and a baby that needs diapers. This is gross, but I've literally only been able to shower twice without the baby since I had her because of them. I either bathe her or bathe myself thoroughly, and I need to bathe the baby because she's super chunky and gets stuff trapped in the rolls and gets rashes. This wasn't normal until recently. Stepdaughter moved with us in September for school because her mom moved out of the district and she wanted to stay in the same school. So this is all new to me. My husband always showered twice a day, but the bill was still significantly less because his showers usually don't exceed 20 minutes. I feel like either OP's daughter, she has some sort of like OCD where she needs to be clean 24/7. Or she just loves being in the hot shower because I love being in the hot shower. But like I don't stay in the shower for more than 20 minutes if I'm honest, because unless you're like, I just work a normal job, I work out normally, I'm not smelling that bad and I don't have that much dirt on me. When I literally just took a shower yesterday, if I take a shower today for 20 minutes, like what more do I have to do? You know what I mean? I don't know though, like an hour plus shower, like water costs money, and not only that, but it's not, even if you're paying for it and you have all like the supply of water in your hands, still it's not good to waste stuff, especially something like water that a lot of people in the world can't get their hands on because it's such a, I guess limited resource to some people. Well, clean water and hot water, but still, like that's a lot. $600 for water. For like my family, we're what, like 11 people in our house, and I think our water bill might be like 400. So for a water bill to come to 600 a month for a family of a baby, a mother, a dad, and a daughter, that's like what, for the mother, the daughter, and the stepmom, the daughter, the stepmom, the stepdaughter, the baby, and that's like what, 4 people, $600 a month. That's a lot. That's very excessive, especially in this economy. People don't have $600 to be throwing away on water when you can just take a shower for 15 minutes in the morning and then come home and take a shower for 15 minutes in the night if you want to feel clean before you go to your bed. You don't need to be in the shower for an hour plus in the morning and in the night. That's a lot. That's like 2 hours basically taking a shower. That's crazy. I'm glad OP is trying to stand up for herself because nobody has money for all of that.